Good afternoon, everybody. It is meteorologist 812 Forecast here, and welcome back to the update. This will be my second video today, guys. So I hope you guys got a chance to watch my first video here. I don't know if you guys noticed or anything, but I posted a video for David Schlotthauer. So if you guys want to go check out that video I posted for David Schlotthauer, go ahead and check out his channel, guys. But we're going to be focused on severe weather here today because the chances are getting a lot bigger for having severe weather today. The severe weather has been just firing up for the past couple days, and we can actually have some huge tornado threats based on what we're seeing here. If you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe. Let's try to get to 1,600 subscribers by the end of today. That's 17 more. So if you know any friends, family, neighbors, anyone you think that can help me out to get to that. And again, I do daily updates. Again, also be sure to hit the post notifications icon so you get notified as soon as I do a video. So if you guys want to know if you will be affected by severe weather and the timing of it, that'll come right up. So we are going to be looking at the National Weather Service right now to look at the active alerts we have right now. So you know about your states or anything. So we do have, let me actually just scroll down just a little bit. So in the orange, the light orange color, we do have severe thunderstorm warnings. And that's actually in effect for parts of New York, parts of Pennsylvania. And we do have severe thunderstorm warnings also for South Dakota. So we will see incredibly strong storms for many areas and regions. The severe weather isn't really going to be a big threat currently right now. In the next maybe 4 to 5 hours, we could have it start to fire up today. So if I have to, I'll do a triple upload today. I think I might be able to do a video later today at maybe 7 p.m. So just let me know in the comments if you guys think that's a good idea. And I apologize if you guys hear some like little metal thing. That's actually my dog. He's sitting right next to me. He's moving a lot. We also do have flash flood watches in a green color for New Hampshire right here and for the western Gulf of Florida. That's also because we do have many rain showers to come for these areas in a short period of time, especially right here for West Florida. Boy, oh boy, are we going to see a lot of severe weather and a lot of precipitation. We're actually going to see it later in the video, the radar. We also do have in the little light green, we do have flood warnings, so that's where we can have the worst of the rain. Here we have severe thunderstorm watches in effect right here for South Dakota. I would not be surprised if we have a lot more widespread again, guys. It has not started right now yet. And we still have these red flag warnings in effect for the western United States. We still have excessive heat watches in effect for the southern part of southern part of Nevada, southern part of California, and western Arizona. And we do have excessive heat warnings in effect for southern California and southern Arizona, where we can have this heat start to fire up too. In the light orange, we do have heat advisories. As you can tell, they are starting to spread a little bit more because we are going to be seeing some triple digits coming in these areas today and tomorrow, and it's going to get a lot worse. I don't think we should have like maybe excessive heat watches or warnings in those areas. I think that's more of a west. But yeah, that's what it's looking like there. And then we still do have some air quality alerts for North Carolina to Alabama in the gray the gray color. So that's basically what we see right now in the active alerts. Let's go ahead and take a look at the day 1 severe weather outlook. So as you can tell, it actually changed a whole lot compared to yesterday. We have a huge marginal risk, which is in the dark green right here. That's the marginal or level 1. We have about a population of 49 million people in this marginal. And again, if you're in a marginal, you could expect some very strong storms, but you won't expect tornadoes or hail or strong winds right now. But again, if you do have a tornado warning, just go ahead and go in your basement or the middle room in your house. We do have New York City, Columbus, Ohio, Oklahoma City, Cleveland, Ohio, and Wichita, Kansas. Those are some of the major cities in the marginal. We also have 2 regions in the slight chance, or 2 areas in the slight chance, which is in the yellow color. The yellow color is the second level for severe weather. So if you're in the slight chance, you will expect some more severe weather, bigger chances for hail and tornadoes. That's why they had the levels, and that's for about 31 million people for Chicago, for Indianapolis, Indiana, Kansas City, Omaha, and Minneapolis. And now for the enhanced risk. So we are actually going to only have an enhanced risk so far. That's the third level for severe weather. So if that's where we'll be seeing the biggest threat for tornadoes and the worst of the severe weather based on bands and all that. And that's for about 585,000 people. That's for Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Brookings, South Dakota, Michelle, South Dakota, Worthington, Minnesota, and Spencer, Iowa. So if you live in any of those areas in the enhanced risk, you better watch out, guys. We only have a 2% chance for we only have a 2% chance for tornadoes, which is incredibly high. But again, we've had tornadoes in areas that had a 0% chance. So if you're in a 2% chance, you just need to watch out a little bit, watch the news, watch this video. This is for a population of 7 million people in Indianapolis, Fort Wayne, Indianapolis, Sioux Falls, Springfield, and Sioux City, Iowa. The wind threat, though, is a bit higher, and of course, the areas in the enhanced risk have the highest chance so far. They have a 30% chance for some damaging wind and gusts up to 60 knots or more. So that's for 585,000 people in the Sioux Falls, Brookings, Michelle, Worthington, and Spencer, Iowa. And the hail threat is not really too high, only a 15% chance for those areas. Now let's look at day 2, which is tomorrow. Tomorrow's not looking incredibly bad for severe weather-wise. We only go up to a slight chance, but it's very small. We have a population of about 49 million people in this marginal. We have Chicago, Illinois, Detroit, Indianapolis, Oklahoma City, and all the way to Kansas City. And the slight chance actually will be a bit more to the south central instead of northern plains. So it looks like this storm's more supposed to go back to the south. So you have a population about 3 million in this small area. The slight chance for Tulsa, Oklahoma, for Springfield, Missouri, for Olathe, Kansas, Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, and Joplin, Missouri. So those are what we have so far for tomorrow. And then for the storm reports, we're going to be looking at the storm reports. Let's just wait for this thing to load. So this is going to be the reports that we've had so far today. So the blue is wind reports, the green is hail reports, and the red is tornado reports. So we've only had 12 wind reports, and that's just actually for the northeast and for parts of the Ozarks and the Plains. We've actually had a lot of wind reports, severe weather-wise, for New York. So we're gonna have some some very small bands that could bring heavy gusts, and we've had 4 hail reports for parts of South Dakota and Missouri. Actually, right on St. Louis. I think if you're like 10 miles away from St. Louis, you saw some hail. So not too far from St. Louis. So as you can see, currently we are the next 2 hours we're going to be seeing a very strong band from going through Aurora, Illinois. And that's actually probably the band that brought that hail. That will not be the huge threat right now. It's these bands that will be forming later on tonight. We'll have multiple bands and very, very long, heading towards Fargo, going to be heading towards Sioux Falls. Sioux City too. We are going to have that first storm that's going to bring in incredibly strong storms for Cleveland. But look at this storm right here. It's going to bring incredibly strong bands for Jefferson City, for Wichita, actually for parts of Fargo. You guys can get very strong storms there, and it's going to be heading towards the Rochester, Minnesota area, and we're going to have multiple bands. Let's try to count. Well, let's see, 1, 2, 3 and 4 major ones that will be heading the same direction. We have Chicago, we have Milwaukee, we have Minneapolis, St. Paul, we have Des Moines, and we have Kansas City and Wichita, and we also have the Fort Wayne area. You have very, very big cities that can expect very strong storms tonight. As we go into tomorrow, these storms will head into the Michigan area, also for northern Wisconsin, and this is a storm that will head to the south. That could bring that slight chance for the south central, and we could have those flooding threats for Wisconsin. We'll have an incredibly strong band that forms tomorrow, though. I wouldn't be surprised if we have a slight chance for the Michigan and Indiana area. Look at this extremely strong storm that's going to go right on the heart of Detroit and burn Indiana, and Toledo, Ohio, and it should calm down a little bit before it goes into the northeast. And then I believe this is Monday should be clear for severe weather unless you live near Evansville or near the border of Illinois and Missouri and Kentucky. Let's go now to the second region here, the Northeast, to see exactly what we can expect for the Northeast too. So as we continue on, we will have some bands heading in tonight for parts of the Northeast and for parts of the Boston area, or sorry, not the Boston, the New England area, so for Vermont. But tomorrow should be the biggest threat, really, for severe weather. Today it won't be too bad, but we should have some heavy rain for upstate New York there. So for central part of New York, you can expect some very heavy rain. It will start to head into Albany, New York, and then we have that second band that will come in on Monday, or this is actually, I believe, Monday. Yes, this is Monday. So that Monday, Buffalo, New York can see rain Monday. And then I believe Monday and Tuesday should be the clear too. As we go in the southeast, again, we do see that incredibly heavy rain for the Big Bend area and for western Florida. That's why we still have those flash flood watches in effect. And we should have a break, and then we should have more rain showers that come in on Monday and Tuesday that could bring in some more tropical rain showers. And then we have a system sitting right here that could keep in some rain if you're off the coast there, if you're going to go in the boat anywhere in the Gulf of Mexico. Just watch out. You could have extremely strong, very, very small bands. The quick thing we're going to be looking at is now the Cape values. So we're just going to see how much energy we can see in these areas to see if they can produce any cell storms here. We do actually have 5,000 for near Tulsa. Tulsa would be at 4,000. Then we have northern Nebraska into the 4,000s. Let's go all the way to 11 o'clock tonight. We should have very high numbers just north of Wichita. We will believe have those 5,000 somewhere just past about that 5,000 there. Wichita will be at 3,700, and then up northern part of Nebraska in the 4,000s too. Kansas City will be at 3,300 joules per kilogram. And again, the more energy, the more chances you have with producing some severe weather. As you can tell, we do have these Cape values getting pretty high for Fort Wayne, 3,500. Central part of Illinois can be at 3,400. Northern part of Arkansas in the 3,000. Oklahoma will actually be at 4,000 too. Go 11 o'clock tomorrow night. It should be a bit calmer. Should be. When I mean by calmer, I mean it won't be as widespread. But again, we will have incredibly high numbers for the Wichita area. And then we go to 2 p.m. Monday. It should not be too bad for these areas, as Monday should be a day of relax, unless you are in the South Central. And then it actually gets really, really bad, though. Somehow this energy left over from these storms should potentially get a little higher, though. Most of the times we see higher Cape values after a strong storm. So we'll have these 4,000s here from near the Springfield area. And 11 o'clock Monday, the number should calm down a little bit. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please be sure to like the video. Let's get to 15 likes. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and bye.